never ever afraid to fail. Failure means nothing in this matter. You have a dream. Imagination. Imagination in this matter is the most effective method. Every day you gotta feel and you imagine that it is not a daydreaming. Hi friends, this is Hashim. Ever since I started teaching English, I get this question: how can I achieve fluency? Personally, I have experience in many training programs, many courses, books. I have come across a whole bunch of things. Today, I'm going to share some of the techniques which I use to attain fluency. There are two major points you got to remember. The first of all, you got to believe in yourself. Your self-confidence matters. First and primemost point, you have to believe yourself. You have to believe that never afraid to fail. Have you got me? Never ever afraid to fail. If you are trying to attain fluency, naturally you have to go through a lot of tough time. Naturally, if we are trying to learn a new language, we have to fail many times. So always you have to believe that failure is a part of success story. You know, this is a new language, sentences are new words, new construction, new vocabulary, whole bunch of things you have to study. And naturally, you're going to try or experience this language with the people who are using this language for daily, day-to-day life. So there, if you're trying to achieve fluency, you cannot achieve fluency by one day, today, or day after tomorrow, by months, by years. We have to acquire fluency by experiencing, by training ourselves in the best form. Failure means nothing in this matter. Once you fail, never mind, second time, third time, it's more than 100 times. You got to believe in yourself that you are going to try your best. So never ever afraid to fail. Many occasions, when we're trying to learn the language to different people, sometimes maybe the professional, they might have experience. And sometimes, they may look you with sarcastically. Sometimes they bully you. But never mind. You have to believe yourself that, failure is nothing. Here in this matter, you have to gain these things. So try everywhere, public places, with your group mates, college mates, your friends, wherever you go, try your best. That is the first point you got to remember. Never ever afraid to fail. Failure means nothing in this matter. You have a dream, if you achieve this language, you are going to get a lot of things in your life. So never feel that you are a failure. Many of my learners, they attempt that once or twice. If they commit some mistakes, grammatical or something like that, they give up their studies. So you shouldn't afraid these things. Failure, everybody has to fail. Everybody has to go through this tough time. Everybody has to fail in this matter. No one is perfect. The native English speakers, they also make mistakes. So why should you worry about that? Naturally, if you are speaking, if your mother tongue is not English, you have a right. Definitely, I say that. I would like to say that you have a right to commit mistakes. Always you have to believe that never ever afraid to fail. That is the first point. The second point, you got to remember that imagination. Imagination, I have shared many videos about, 5-second rules, law of attraction. You got to imagine yourself that, if you achieve this language, what are the things you're going to get? Naturally, if you gain this language, you're going to get a lot of things. So imagination is the most powerful weapon. As we know that imagination is everything. You have studied language, you can speak fluently and accurately, more correct way. So what do you have to do that? You have to imagine every day. You got to look into everywhere, looking mirror somewhere, everywhere. You got to train and you believe that you are already a pro, a professional. So you got to imagine that every day. Imagination is the most powerful weapon. As I shared earlier about the law of attraction. If you're thinking inside that you're gonna gain this language and act same way, that every day you got to imagine that you're speaking with others in public places, friends, and everywhere. As a professional, you're acting like a pro. everywhere, wherever you go, trying to speak like that every day, at least 10 to 20 minutes. Rather than for practicing this language with other stuff, I think that you got to imagine yourself. So today, dear friends, these are the two techniques. These are the most effective techniques I shared with you. First of all, you got to believe that. Never ever afraid to fail. In this matter, language learning, a failure is nothing. You know, infant or small babies, when they're trying to language, naturally they fail. We are not going to blame them for their mistakes. We correct them. Then again, they make mistakes. When they grown up, they eliminate grammatical structural errors from the language. That happens. This is same way. When in the age of 20, when the age of 15, when the age of 25, someone at the age of 45, they are trying to learn this language. Naturally, they are going to make a lot of errors. So failures is nothing in this matter. Never ever feel that you are a failure. You are learning a lot. Naturally, you have a right to commit mistakes. The second point I would like to emphasize again, imagination. Imagination in this matter is the most effective method. Every day you got to feel and you imagine that it is not a daydreaming. You have to believe that. You got to set your targets. You got to set your target for the coming months or coming years. When 2020, 2022, you got to set your targets and you have to dream from the beginning to end. You got to believe that, today I'm going to start my language learning journey, and day by day you are learning a lot of new construction, new grammar, new words, pronunciation. You're gonna meet a whole bunch of people where you got to train yourself that you're going to act like a pro. Naturally, at the end of the day, you're gonna make amazing results. I hope that these tips definitely help you to improve your proficiency of language. All of them, everybody, every programs they say that fluency, if you train 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, I'm going to share these things. Fluency is not going to achieve by simply for few hours of training. On overnight, you are not going to gain this fluency. It is a dedication. It is a dedication, your work, your commitment, how much you invest. That is the result you're gonna get in this matter. I hope that this video is helpful to achieve fluency, and thanks for watching my video.